videos, especially if there's like a kind of repetition, or you kind of get used to it, you know. So that can be tingly, of course, because you kind of feel what's coming. And yeah, so it's kind of a structure, if you will. But honestly, I thought mine is a little bit long, and I just wasn't feeling it so much anymore. And because I am so often in a hurry when I film, I oftentimes did not have the time basically to just put in my whole intro. So that's the real reason why I skipped it for a shorter version. And I was just like, yeah, I don't really mind anymore. Like I don't care if it's long or not. And I was just kind of feeling it, and I just stick to the shorter version. But I get what this person was saying, so thank you for the input. And I also, you know, I do feel like my intro is part of my channel, my personality. I don't know. I had it in the majority of my videos, and I get what you're saying. Like, I totally get you. And I'm also so happy that you told me you missed my intro, because that's obviously a compliment, so thank you for that. And I acknowledged that, and I tried to, yeah, I'll try to put it into my videos from now on again, or like switch between the shorter and the longer version. So that was a very, very, very long intro. I'm sorry, but I just wanted to, talk about that real quick, and let me know down in the comments below if you want to do. What kind of intro do you guys prefer? Like my old original one, the one that I started this video with? Or are you guys more like, no, just get to the point, I don't really, I don't mind. I would be interested. And like I said, I can just switch it up. Keep things interesting for you. But yeah, so that's enough for this part. Are we gonna start off with this video? And just one more thing I want to mention. This is the first time ever that I'm trying the cinema mode on my new iPhone 15 Pro Max. I've never ever tried this mode while filming, and I'm pretty excited. Like, at least for me, from my perspective, what I can see, it looks very good. But hopefully it will turn out the same for you guys, so hopefully you'll like it. And also feel free to let me know your opinion on this mode down below in the comments. I would like to know your opinion on that as well. So thank you in advance for that. And now let's finally start off with this video. So for today's video, I decided on doing something a little bit different, and I got the idea from one of my subscribers, or I don't know if they are like subscribed to my channel, but they said something like they loved my videos and they think like my hair looks super healthy and good, and they asked me to film a hair care routine. And I was super flattered by the comments, so thank you again who wrote that. That definitely put a smile on my face. Like, I love comments about my hair, because I'm very happy with my hair and how healthy it is. So hearing that from other people definitely, makes me smile. And yeah, I thought, if I'm very honest with you guys, I do not have a very specific or like with multiple steps hair care routine. So hopefully this video will still be interesting for you. And also, just to mention before I start, I think you already know this, but I just wanted to mention that what works for me does not automatically mean it will work for anybody else. Because hair is a topic that's quite difficult, because like hair structure and everything is so different and individually from one person to another. So just because I But yeah, let's call it brunette. You can also tell if you look at the color of my eyebrows, they have the same color, and that's where you can mostly spot the natural hair color of a person. And also like my lashes have the same color. So that is how my hair looks if I do nothing to it, like no color, no highlights, nothing, literally. But when I was younger, when I was younger, I felt like my natural hair color was super boring, and I just wanted to give it a little bit more, life, or I just wanted to do something to it. And I obviously had to ask my mom back then, because I was super young and you're not really supposed to do something to your hair so early. This isn't really healthy, and it's also the age where you like change your mind constantly, and if you like it that day, you might not be so happy about it the next day. You kind of get what I'm saying, right? So, but like I asked my mom, and my mom was like always blonde, not naturally, but she dyed her hair. Like since I can think back, she dyed her hair blonde, and I'm sorry, my nose is itchy. So when I was like around 11 or 12, she allowed me to put a few very light highlights, or like very, they were not super bright, but more in the decent side, if you get what I'm saying. They were like very, decent, very dainty, kind of like natural looking. So I got these highlights, and then after that, I wanted to do something else. I didn't really like how my hair looked, and I tried so many things when I was younger, like around 13 or I don't know what. Someday I wanted to make my hair darker, so I dyed it in a very, very dark brownish color that was like almost black. And this obviously didn't suit me well, but I wanted to try. I was kind of like the gothic style vibe that time of my life, and I just wanted to, look like that. And after that, I switched. So I went back to lighter hair, and I wanted to be blonde, like as blonde as my mom, because I liked the way her hair looked. And I just was trying to, kind of do the same thing. So I wanted to get like lighter hair and stuff. And in between there was like a brown reddish kind of color. And I also had a French. Yeah, I know. It didn't suit me well at all. It looked super bad, and it was like one of the worst decisions concerning my hair in my life. I would never ever do that again. So okay, but like that being said, from then on, so like from like 14 years old on, I was a blondie. I would get like highlights regularly at the hairdresser, and I would constantly do more until like my whole hair was blonde. So that was not really highlights anymore. I just basically was blonde. And you will see when I insert a picture, so you can see my old self. Yeah, I really liked the look back then, and all my friends knew me as a blondie. This was really my vibe back then, and I definitely loved it. And I was like blonde and constantly dyeing my hair, like regularly, for around, I would say, 6 years, so like 5 to 6 years. I did not change my, my hair color. But it's ridiculous because the same length as now, like almost all like my hair was grown out. And just imagine having to dye your hair blonde that's super long, and it's just, you know, it's really not good for your hair. Besides that, it costs a lot, obviously, although we have like a hairdresser that we know, like personally, she's a friend of my mother, and you know, we get that special price, but still it costs a lot. And you know, it was just a lot of effort to like just, yeah, constantly re-dye and all of that, and it was just exhausting. And also for my hair, it was like horror. Like, it definitely was a nightmare. Because, you know, like dyeing your hair, especially blonde, will get your hair super dry and sensitive and just, you know, fizzy. let's start off with my shampoo, the shampoo that I'm using. And that is really a cheap one. So this costs around €4 or so. And it lasts super long, like this lasts me for months. That's kind of crazy, but I definitely, I tried it once after my hairdresser suggested this for me. And I literally never changed, so I've been using this for years and I'm pretty happy with it. I do not know if this does anything, very good to my hair or something, but it also doesn't do anything bad, so yeah. And it is by L'Oreal Paris. Oh my gosh, why doesn't it focus? Oh no, it does. So it's L'Oreal, the Elvital Ölmagique. So kind of like Elvital, we call it Elvital Ölmagique or Oil Magic. Yeah, it's with oil, so it's a nourishing shampoo with marula and camellia oil. I don't know if that's the right translation, but it says it's like for nourishing care and shine, and it's for dry hair, so that's why my hairdresser suggested it, and that's why I got it for me, because I do have dry hair, although it's not dyed anymore, but still with the structure and everything, it's just how my hair is. And yeah, I try to take care of it as good as possible. This also smells really nice, so I really like this product. I cannot say anything bad about it. As for the ingredients and so on, I cannot really tell you something because I haven't read that much into it. I don't know if like the products of this brand are, eco-friendly, vegan, cruelty-free. I definitely try to buy products that are, also good for the environment and the animals and all of that. But yeah, I'm gonna be real here. I haven't really checked what's in there, but I just liked it, so yeah, I kept using it. And as for washing my hair, I try to wash my hair 1 to 2 times a week, so really not too often. It's not only because, washing your hair very often might make it even more dry than it already is, but for me it's also the effort that comes with it. So like, because I have very long hair and I have a lot of hair, so like very much of hair, and my hair is also the third kind of reason is my hair is very thick, so I do not only have long hair and a huge amount of hair, but it's also thick. I've got thick hair, it's like very thick. So that really, it takes me a long time to get the whole of this hair mask on my hair, and this time I try to focus on the length and ends, because that's where my hair gets dry, and obviously I don't want to have this near my scalp because that would imply it getting greasy sooner. That's what we do not want, because this is like deeply nourishing and, you know, very hydrating, and it of course can make your hair greasy if you put it on your scalp. So I really try to just massage it into the lengths, and then I let this unfold its magic, basically, for I would say about 5 minutes or so. I don't know. In the meanwhile, I just, use body wash, shave my legs, use some body scrub, something like that, and however, or how long that takes me, I leave it in, and then afterwards I would wash it out completely. I don't want to show you too close up because this is really nasty. Like, there's a lot of water stains on it, and it just looks gross. But it is by Wella Professionals, and it is the Invigo Nutri Enrich Deep Nourishing Mask with goji berry. Yeah, and this lasts me super long. Like, I've had this for years and it's still here. So yeah, because I'm not washing my hair so often, probably that's why. years back, and I've never changed just because I told you it's very hard to comb through my hair as it gets tangled up very easily. And yeah, it's really a mess, you know, a hot mess. It is, trust me. I know it doesn't look like it now, but typically after washing my hair it takes me at least 10 minutes to like fix that mess. To like only brush through my hair. And that's really a lot. But with these tangle teasers, I really cannot do much wrong, so they're very gentle on the scalp. They do not, you know, pull your hair or something in a rough way. They actually, you know, these bristles are very soft and flexible, so that you can easily glide through, and it's somehow even relaxing, so kind of like a massage or something. But you can hear it. It's like, yeah, it's tangled up at the end. Again, like at the ends. I just have to grab my hair like this, and then I go like that. Brush out the ends. But yeah. And I have to admit, or like I have to mention, I have 3 different brushes. So, actually 2, but I also have a small travel brush that I take with me, also a tangle teaser one. But I have this one that is for like washed and clean, fresh hair. And the other one I only use shortly before I have to wash my hair. So like if my hair is greasy, I'll use the other one. So I have like one for clean, fresh hair and one for greasy hair, if that makes sense. So because otherwise the grease would get onto the bristles, and the second I start brushing my hair after I've washed it, they would get greasy again because there's like all of the nasty stuff on there. I mean, it's just, you know, approximately, because you cannot always say, oh, from like that day I will use the other brush, but it's just like from my feeling, my personal feeling. I really try to separate that though as good as possible. And yeah, now you can see I really can glide through easily, except for some rougher parts. But it definitely helps me brush out my hair. Yeah. And as for brushing my hair, I brush it in the morning, obviously, because I cannot leave the house without brushing my hair, because that would look so freaking bad. Like, trust me, it would be a disaster. And especially after I've just woken up, because at night I will, you know, turn around and all of that, and my hair will get tangled up very much. And that's why I also try to brush my hair before going to bed. So at night, after like, you know, my night routine, I also always try to brush my hair out for the night, so that it's not that much of an effort to brush it through in the morning. And yes, it definitely does make a difference for me. By the way, as for styling my hair, I really do not do that much. Earlier when I was younger, I would always straighten my hair, because I did not like how it looked when it wasn't straightened. Or I put my hair up in a ponytail. So those were basically my 2 options that I had. Now that I've gotten older and my hair has also gotten, you know, healthier and longer and heavier, because my hair is long and it's also heavy, you know, it weighs down. I do not have that much of curls that you can see, and that's what I did not like back then. But it looks almost straight when I do nothing to my hair. So I just let it, you know, dry, air dry, without a blow dryer, or what is it called? The thing that you dry your to put my hair in a braid as often as I can. But I'm gonna be honest with you guys, like I cannot really wear ponytails anymore because my hair is so long and heavy, like I told you. And it gives me headaches, like it pulls my scalp and it just feels super uncomfortable. After, I don't know, an hour. It's really sad because I miss wearing a ponytail. So maybe I would have to think about cutting another few inches off, maybe, in the future, I don't know. But for now I'm good, so I'm really happy with my hair. I was actually considering, I don't know, or just thinking about what I could do with my hair, because sometimes I feel it looks boring. It's just very plain and neutral, and I do like that, but you know, it's all the same length. The color is the same, there's nothing too special about it. But yeah, we'll see. Maybe I will get an inspiration someday and then I'll just change it up a little bit. But for the main portion, yeah, I'm happy. Alright, so now I think that's it. That is it for this video, you guys. Now, I really talked a lot, but there was more to say than I thought about my hair care and my hair story and everything. So I really, really hope you guys enjoyed this video and maybe could take some tips from me. Nevertheless, thank you all so much for watching. I love you guys, and I also hope to see you soon back on my channel.